Oh boy, what are you up to now?
That's enough, Lucanus! I'm making a webcomic, and by that I mean I'm studying and blatantly stealing from more successful webcomic makers to help me out!
I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes without you pissing off the internet.
It's the internet's fault for that, Luke! I won't change to fit their standards, I am the standards! Aha! What do you think of this?
Okay, 1, that's terrible. 2, that's a blatant ripoff of the first Cyanide and Happiness comic ever.
Oh, Luke, you know that Cyanide and Happiness comics were terrible when they first came out, and now look at them. They're making cartoons with famous people. You can't honestly say that they didn't get better from that.
No, but can't you steal from shitty webcomics that never got better?
Oh, you mean like the ones we're gonna be talking about in this video? Webcomics are the Sunday funnies of the interwebs. Artists from all over the world go onto the internet and post their ideas, their random thoughts, their scientific explorations, and even just their humor, all into one little comic strip. Some of them don't make a lot of money, but some of them are paid over $8,000 a month just to post daily, like the SMBC comics and the many different comic artists out there try to create different styles and stories to have their comics stand out from the rest. Lunar Baboom is a dad raising his kids. XKCD is stick figures being smart. Dorkly is the same bullshit every comic. Oh, video game logic doesn't apply for real life logic? Well, no fucking shit, Dorkly! Be original for once! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go all pug party on you there. Those webcomics are still shining beacons of creativity and greatness in comparison to the webcomics that I'm about to show you. They're just so cringy that they're actually fun to read. And I'm gonna be honest here, after the Pepe video, a lot of people called me out for being cringy, and I understand that, okay? That was at a time when Luke and I weren't exactly at our full potential. But this right here, oh, you're gonna be able to look past all of that nonsense to see the true nirvana of cringe. And let's be honest, folks, we all enjoy watching cringy shit. Why do you think people watch The Big Bang Theory?
You know, it occurs to me, you could solve all your problems by obtaining more money.
Yes, it occurs to me too.
Hang on a moment.
First off is a comic called Tails Gets Trolled, a comic famed for its poor grammar, use of popular characters from Sonic, Nintendo, and Warner Brothers, and for its gratuitous and unwarranted violence. The story follows the life of Tails the Fox from Sonic, who gets internet hate outside of the internet, in the outer net, if you will. This leads to an ongoing battle between trolls and these popular characters. The only problem is that the comic itself kind of proves that trolling works, and that you could turn weak-willed internet goers into sad sacks with just a couple of insults you'd hear during a middle school varsity football game. And I'm not condoning cyberbullying in the least, but the author of the comic has already got some twisted ideals to begin with, so...
Do you want to know what I just did to you? Well, that is my most powerful move. It's a shockwave that shuts down your muscles for a short amount of time. You are helpless. A pretty easy way to kill someone. This could also be used in perverted ways, just ask my son. Now that you're stuck and helpless, I will kill you and let my son do sticky to your body.
Did that comic just say he was gonna do sticky to him? Sticky. Next, we have a little gem called Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. This is actually one of my favorite webcomics of all time, just because of how terrible and yet good it is. And I understand that this webcomic is a part of a MS Paint Adventure series, which is written by a Homestuck character. And I understand that Homestuck is kinda dumb. But this comic does have charm to it. I mean, look at it! It's like if a middle schooler was asked to do a webcomic on salvia. The Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff comic also spawned an incredibly popular meme called I Told You About the Stairs, Bro, in which the character Hella Jeff is falling down the stairs after planning on playing video games. The character Sweet Bro then tells him about how he warned him. This spawned multiple parody images, and even a few videos.
Fuck, I'm falling down all these stairs.
I warned you about stairs, bro. I told you, dog.
But okay, I can understand what you're asking here, home dogs. But Logan, what is the cringiest of them all? What do you think is the worst comic? Why are you in my apartment, Logan? Well, I can answer about 66% of those questions right now. Here's the worst one of all. Sonic Chew. Oh! 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 Look at it! It's made in colored markers! It looks like something an 8-year-old weeaboo in training would make. This is the kind of work that makes fathers around the world wonder where the artist's dad went wrong. It's so poorly written that I don't even need to make fun of it. It makes fun of itself by existing. This makes me want to chuckle Skeletor-wise. Now, I won't talk too much about the artist because we're going to be doing an entire other episode on Chris Chan. But I will talk about this terrific backstory. It starts when Sonic is battling generic chaos monster when Pikachu notices out of nowhere. I assume Pikachu is not with Ash because Ash is too busy narrowly avoiding getting laid to adventure for that day. Pikachu then sprints into action and goes fight to bad guys. Sonic uses his Chaos Emeralds just as he gets bitch slapped to the nth dimension. He collides with Pikachu midair and forms a rainbow? Because collisions cause magic. Observe. The resulting crash from Pokemon and Hedgehog left Pikachu on the ground, slowly transforming into Sonic Chew, who then goes on to defeat the Chaos thing and then stares at the sunset to pretend to be cool. And what happened to Sonic, you say? I don't know. I mean, it would take some heavy amounts of marijuana for me to even attempt to dive back into this. So, what you're saying is I'm not funny enough to be successful, but I'm not cringy enough to be funny enough to be successful.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, comment, Twitter. I sometimes do that. Goodbye, brain bleach.
Look at all those chickens.